God rising. Oh, it's God afternoon, 12:06. And I'm already being attacked. Fuck. The fuck? Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get this shit off my system. Sending me shit on my phone. Clowns.
Welcome to the department. Your call is being transferred to the Veterans Crisis. The V is first line of help for veterans considering suicide. If you do not need to be connected to the Veterans Crisis line, please press pound and you will be returned to the previous menu. Invalid entry. Your call is being transferred to the Veterans Crisis line. The V is first line of help for veterans considering suicide. If you do not need to be connected to the Veterans Crisis line, please press pound and you will be returned to the previous menu. One moment, please. To be safe and protect yourself from sexually...
This guy did all this messing up.
You've reached the 98. Please stay on the line while I transfer you to the Veterans Crisis line. Your call will be recorded and possibly monitored for quality assurance.
Got my veins popping out.
During the transfer to a VCL responder.
Flying 20 jets because the sun coming out. This witch coming across here now. See if I can get his ass.
Thank you for calling the Veterans and Military Crisis line. This is Sharon speaking. How may I help you?
Hey Sharon, I just need you to document this call because I just had 20 jets coming across my car, and a couple of them hit me with electromagnetic radiation. These are weapons that I'm being hit with and have been for 7 years. One of the weapons.
Hold on 1 second, sir. You said you just had 20 jets to fly across your car and hit you with what now?
Electromagnetic radiation. And I'm not a sir. That radiation swells my tonsils. I'm all woman. So I get hoarse.
I'm sorry.
So I get hoarse. But let me mute my live and I'll give you my personal information. Warfare. Apparently the government is unhappy with God choosing me. 33 years, 7 years, they've been aiming weapons, causing bodily injury. Since the police aid and abet, we have to advocate for our own safety. Now, just to set the record straight, I'm almost 69 years old, and I have never, ever, 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 ever tried to harm myself or anyone else, and I don't have those intentions now. What I do have intentions on is defending myself against this Ku Klux Klan occult group of witches and warlocks and wizards that hate the fact that I'm chosen by God and I don't need sunglasses to look at the sun. Ecclesiastes 7:11. So they, instead of coming to me professionally, they decided to plot. And that's why it's been 33 years spiritual warfare and 7 years of them burning my birthmark, burning my toe out, putting me in the hospital with these weapons. And just so you know, I'm out of Texas, and the Dallas VA is aware of my being hit with weapons since they had to do the surgery. Blood clots don't run in my family, and that's what they did with that direct energy weapon. I also have to let VA know that the government owns and operates a CIA heart attack gun. They've had that weapon since the 60s. If they aim that weapon at me, I will die, and there will be no trace as to who did it. In other words, you would think I had a natural heart attack. You understand? So I have to be, I have to advocate for my own safety, since they have an army of, like I said, Ku Klux Klan, Nazis, or whoever it is, God haters, who's been after me, trying to unalive me. They've already probably unalived my son. Being a single mama and everything, mother, they prey on us. So they thought I was going to be an easy target, but it backfired because of who I am in Christ. Hey, Kim. I also am posting Luke 21:25. If you don't know that scripture, I'm posting the action of that scripture that God blessed me with, so people can get their hearts in order. But I'm not going to continue to allow a Klan group, black folks haters here in my hometown. I already know they don't like black people. I was born and raised here in the 50s. Hit me with weapons and try to torture me over something they have no control over, and neither do I. Because whatever God is doing, and that's why Texas is getting a butt slapped right about now up in Houston. Now they can keep playing games, trying to play mind games, and aiming weapons at me, but I will exercise my Second Amendment rights and arm myself, and if they hit me with another weapon, I will aim back. Now, if the police won't do their job, we have to protect our own selves. They got control when they looking for one of us that done took off from them. They got control all over the air then. But when they little hitmen are out here surrounding me, aiming weapons, causing me bodily injury, they have no control whatsoever, so they say. So that's why I'm having to document, and trust me, my podiatrist, my primary care, even the crisis line came down when they put me in the ER last year, because they knew I've been calling since 2019 when they burnt both my feet and my birthmark. Now they have burnt my toe off. These people are absolutely crazy, and they need mental help. Attacking a senior citizen and a disabled vet. He's out here brewing now because they got to keep a dark cloud over the sun, up here. I didn't get to sleep till 4 o'clock this morning because they flying all across my car. I don't pay for another place to be tortured or perhaps killed in. I'm not paying them for that. When they stop hitting me with weapons, I'll get me another place. Otherwise, I'm not paying to be hit with weapons or perhaps killed with a little CIA heart attack gun. And nobody's doing anything about it. No one should be hit with weapons 7 years, especially when I have evidence. So that should tell you they all work together. So I've done everything to keep from arming myself, which I could have armed myself in 2018. I have my certificate of weapons. I could have armed myself in 2018. I've been doing everything trying to prevent myself from arming myself. But they're forcing me to, because they're hitting me with weapons 24 hours a day, trying to destroy my life, because they can't accept the fact who I am in Christ, which is a personal problem. But they're not going to... Yeah, go ahead.
suicidal.
Nope.
You don't have any past suicidal
Nope.
or no suicidal attempts.
Nope. And don't have them now.
You're trying to keep from harming yourself.
Nope. Harming. I said.
Any intent to harm yourself or anyone else?
No. Let's get this straight. This is one reason why I document, because a lot of times people, you know, not saying you twisting things. I said that I've never ever had any intentions of harming anyone. And the intentions that I have now is my Second Amendment rights. I have rights to defend myself. Now, if they got a problem with that, then they need to get up off their butts, do their job, stop these people from hitting us with weapons, because I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one being hit with weapons. It's a whole bunch of us being hit with these weapons the government is doing. And that's why the police don't have no control, or the FAA, because it's government sent. So, you know, we have to be out here defending ourselves and protecting ourselves, because I, on the other hand, I'm going to speak for myself, have paid Caesar 50 years of working, because I'm a retired senior citizen, a disabled vet, who gets paid for being cold, so I'm not a hot-natured person. And right now they're hitting me with radiation, which brings a lot of heat to my body, and sweating all day makes me lose weight. I'm already 100 pounds. I'm not trying to lose no more weight, especially after the surgery. I'm on Insure now, trying to get my weight back, because they put me in the hospital, 2 emergency rooms last year, and in the hospital from hitting me with that direct energy weapon. Have you ever heard of these weapons? Lasers, ray guns. Have you ever heard of those?
I heard of a laser.
Okay, well, lasers and ray guns are basically the same. You can Google type 60 minutes and type in ray gun, and it'll tell you how they hit people with that particular weapon. It's a weapon you don't see, but you will feel. Because trust me, I'm not sitting on my butt getting paid twice a month, burning my own feet. And I will not burn my birthmark. Why would I want to harm my own self? Who's aiming weapons in my places at the time? They started aiming weapons at me the year I retired in 2017. So I've been retired 7 years. And I have not been able to enjoy my retirement because I've been having to dodge weapons or get hit with weapons 24 hours a day. And keep me hoarse because my tonsils swell up and my veins swell up on my body when they're hitting me with their electromagnetic radiation. I just got a clean bill of health about 4 months ago because after the surgery, and they've been hitting me with weapons 6 years. This makes 7 years this year. 6 years they had been hitting me with 3 weapons. So I knew there was some damage, especially with that direct energy weapon. I knew they had caused some damage because they kept me from walking about 3 months, just banging my foot, keeping it swollen to the point where I couldn't even walk. You know, and nobody doing anything about it. And I share evidence. Anything I tell you, I got receipts, evidence of. So that's why I'm posting, and I document a lot, because if I have to defend myself, at least I have documentation. And like I said, my podiatrist and the surgeon and the crisis line, they got, not the podiatrist, but the surgeon and the crisis line, they got to witness the weapon being released off my foot and how normal it came. I got a devil coming across here now. See if you can hear him. In the hood now. I'm in my hood. I'm in my hood, you know, where I grew up in the 50s, going through the back door. I mean, we got an airport in the hood. And I share and I post, there go a helicopter, y'all see it back there. I post them aiming the weapons at me. So if you ever run across my video, you'll see them aiming the weapons. So I shared that with my doctors, you know. Anytime you have surgery, they always send a psychiatrist down to talk to you. So they were able to see my evidence, my burnt feet, my burnt birthmark. They know I'm not doing that. They treat me as the professional and competent person that I am. So, they've seen evidence. They know I'm not burning my own feet, and I wouldn't do that. But what got it was when they hit me the day before my surgery, and the doctor came to check my foot, and it was all beat up, bruised, burnt. So she asked me what. I said, what do you think happened? They hit me with weapons all night, kept me up all night. I kept everybody else because it's so painful. Well,
What's your date of birth?
I don't want to give that. I'm on my YouTube. But I got a birthday coming up. Okay. Real soon. I'll be 69. Okay. Now, VA know that one thing I do, is sharing, right? One thing I do is to keep the people from hitting me with weapons. I call you guys and document first. Then if they don't stop, I call the non-emergency. They work with me. They did give me a police report, a couple of police reports, because again, they have no control over the air. So they gave me a police report when they burnt my toe off. So I got that. And hopefully my podiatrist and the nurse that was coming out, she was documenting because they were burning my foot when she was coming out once a week after the, blood clot surgery. That doesn't run in my family, blood clots. What happened is this direct energy weapon gets attached to our foot or our leg so tight that we can't even move it, okay? And it's burning our flesh underneath, so our foot is turning blue and black. And once they release the weapon, my foot automatically comes back to normal. And that's one thing that the surgeon and the crisis line got to witness, how normal my foot came. Well, they sent me for x-rays, and after the x-rays, I guess about a half hour after that, while I was in the ER, they released the weapon, and they saw how my foot came back to normal. So, it's one of these things that, spiritual warfare, a lot of people don't understand. Spiritual happenings right now, but that's why I'm sharing Luke 21:25 with people, so they know it is time for them to get their hearts in order with God, because he is not playing anymore with the way that this world system is being conducted, rather, on his earth. God is not going to allow the stuff that's been going on to continue. In other words, Sodom with the inhabitants of Gomorrah. He's not going to let that happen. See, they don't want y'all to know that I'm fulfilling prophecy written. Have you ever heard of earth angels or star seeds? That's what a lot of y'all refer to me as. Earth angel or star. Yeah, well, you talking to one, sister. And trust me, I had no idea until 2005, after the injustice battle. They went after my kid, just destroyed my kid, drugged him, did a lot of things. I share a lot of that evidence on my YouTube channel, But, that's what I am. I don't consider myself that because God showed me who I was in the Bible, 2 Corinthians 3:1-3, a living epistle upon the earth. I'm written in the spirit, not with ink, in my left hand, written by the Lord. So, he gave me all my scriptures. Trust me, I don't follow your oppressor's theology teaching, and I'm glad God blessed me outside it, because they just been teaching people wrong and sending people to the pit, and y'all think they're teaching right, and they're not, and serving another image. That's one thing God is angry about. He's tired of the image that's been portrayed. But I can't help it, because I share what my will was, which was stenography, court reporting. And if you think I worked 40 hours and went to school 40 hours for my associate's degree and was raising a kid, if you think I did all that to have these people, when I retire, aim weapons at me, then y'all got life twisted. That's not what I worked for. I didn't pay Caesar to screw up my only child and now trying to unalive me over God. And I will stand my ground and I will advocate for my safety. And if they got a problem with me arming myself, which the police already said they don't have a problem, I'm a law-abiding citizen. I don't mess with anybody. I mind my business. And I wish the government and the popos would get out of my business. My hometown is the main ones. They went after my son. They've kidnapped me. They've tried blowing me up in my car. They've done a lot of things in 33 years, sister. So I just had to reach out to VA when they started burning my feet. You know, who's aiming a weapon in my place? Imagine sitting in your place, relaxing, chilling, and somebody's aiming a weapon, burning your feet. Oh, they had them burnt real bad. God healed them enough the next day.
Jones, what do you do to cope when things like this happen?
You know, being predestined and ordained and anointed, you know, God gives us the strength, and we already have it settled in our heart that, you know, we got to go through a lot of things. Plus, God already showed me in Jeremiah 6 where they were going to prepare a war against me. And Micah 4, you can read about me. Daughter Zion, that's me. Jeremiah 6, Micah 4, 6 through 13. I mean, there's a lot of scriptures. Isaiah 14:32, that God, you know, when God is doing something, he prepares us. He's been pulling me back to him when I lived in Houston. That's when he started pulling me back in the 80s, you know.
You're not in Houston right now, are you?
Oh, no, I was working for a building company, and we were building Memorial Northwest Hospital. So I was the project, should have been the project administrator, but, you know, they put the secretary on there to pay us cheaper, you know, so I oversee the project, the administration of it. I had been with that company a good 5 years. I had been with that company 6 or 7 years. We built Frito-Lay National Headquarters here in my hometown. We've done a lot of buildings, you know. I just ended up in Houston. And that's where my son went from first grade to sixth grade. I think, yeah, he did 7th and 8th. I had moved back. They laid us off. And that's when I jumped into something I had done, tried to do 10 years, and that was court reporting. That's what I wanted to be, a court reporter. And that's why I share my test sheet. I don't have my glasses on, y'all, but hey, that's why I share my test sheet from Court Reporting Institute of Dallas, so people will know, you know, this was my will. God changed my will, you know, because I was getting ready to graduate no later than 96. Then after that, my son was in 11th grade, and I wanted to make sure, you know, he graduated on time and stuff like that, and he wasn't on any drugs, wasn't in any gang, and I have evidence of that. But here come Plano, Collin County, falsely accusing my son, and they had a videotape. It wasn't my son, but they charged him anyway. So that was the injustice battle that I had to go through in the 90s. And in 2005, well, let me just go back. In 91, when I moved back to my hometown, not necessarily my hometown, DFW area. I moved back after I got laid off because I said if I'm a struggle, I might as well struggle in their families, you know. So I moved back home, and I just transferred schools from that court reporting school in Houston to Dallas in 91. And a photo was taken of me then when I moved back, and it depicted a rainbow halo over my head. And I didn't quite understand it, but I do now. Back then I didn't, but it came up missing, including my negatives. And I won't forget it because I had took it and shared it with a couple of classmates at court reporting school to see if they could, you know, figure out why My picture came out different from my two cousins because we had took individual pictures under the same plant. But mine, and then I found out later if, back in the 90s, we were having to take our film to be developed at Eckert's at a pharmacy. Do you remember that? I don't know. That may have been before your time. But I found out later that if they see something strange in a photo, they report it. So that's what happened. They reported what was in my photo, and somebody came in my home and stole the photo. I thought I had the negatives because it was up in the attic with the rest of my things. That's where I had kept all my negatives in one envelope. Come to find out, it's been stolen too, so I couldn't even duplicate the photos. They stole my picture and my two cousins. So those just disappeared, but they can't steal my left hand. God wrote in the spirit, not with ink. And that's why I give you 2 Corinthians 3, 1 through 3. I don't Google nothing about God, people. Understand that. I don't even know how to do all that stuff on the internet. I just have to do things I have to do to show where these people are aiming weapons in case I have to defend myself with a weapon. Because they're aiming weapons at an unarmed person. It's 100 jets out here aiming weapons at one person. That's not even a fair fight. It's not. And they keep flying across here trying to get to the sun. I hope they keep it covered up, doing witchcraft and all this to God's skies. And then want God to bless them. God is not going to bless you. You're coming against him every day and against his people. That's why you're getting a lot of tornado activity. They were warned. Right now they calling them hurricanes. They can call them whatever. We call them whirlwinds. Jeremiah 30, 23, 24. Being a chosen person is not easy, but like I said, we settle in our heart we're going to be targeted. We're going to be falsely accused, killed. We're going to be all of that. So God already prepares us. It's already settled in our heart. But we have to do things like David didn't sit around and let Saul kill him. I'm not going to sit around and let Bush kill me. I'm in Texas. And like I told him, I'm not getting ready to be another Sandra Bland, Botham John. Y'all better leave me alone, because first of all, Sharon, I'm way more powerful than they are. Way more powerful. Revelation 11. I am way more powerful than them. I have to be careful what I say. Okay? Because I can speak stuff and they'll get it. You understand? One thing God is not is a joke. God is not no joke. He really proved that with me, because he changed my will, changed my life. But I'm not going to be tortured or abused by the paleface. I can't call anybody pure on God's earth because nobody's born pure. And that's what white means. Purity. Born without sin. And that we know. So if you ever want to watch, I'm going to let you go because I just need to document I'm being hit with weapons and I got these clowns coming across me. But trust me, 7 years of being hit with weapons, trust me, I'm handling them. They're the ones stressing out, not me. Okay? I don't have no reason to stress. I'm too blessed to be stressed, okay? They're the ones stressing out because they've been after me 33 years and nothing that they've done other than screwing up my only child has worked. You understand? So, it's been kind of hard to unalive me. Yes, ma'am.
Would you like for me to do a consult for you to the suicide prevention coordinator? I know you said you're not suicidal, but do you need any resources or support from the VA, and they'll reach out to you within one business day?
Oh, no, sister. I've been calling you out since 2019. You don't think we've been down that road? Ain't nothing they can do. Until these people stop the crime, it's not a lot VA can do other than treat the injuries. I'm seeing if you hear this jet. I just had about 3 jets come across me. I'm gonna call Love Field in a minute and ask them if they having an air show in the ghetto. Cause I had to call them this morning. Cause they flying all across here 3 o'clock in the morning. I think I called y'all too. You know, but if you ever want to...
If you're in a crisis, would you give us a call back?
Yeah. And if you want to fact check me, you know, be sure and look up that CIA heart attack gun so you know that that weapon exists. Okay? And if you want to just check out Luke 21:25 on my YouTube, Katie, K-A-T-Y, Gaddis, G-A-D-D-I-S, is my YouTube channel. That name belongs to me. It's my real dad's last name, and Katie's part of my birth certificate. That's been amended. But I just didn't make the name up, in other words. But just type in Luke 21, sharing Luke 21:25, and that'll pull me up because they have so many Katie Gaddis. YouTube is part of the conspiracy against me. So they shadow ban me and do a lot of things. In fact, they're my moderators. But I do cuss them out now because I'm tired of being hit with weapons 7 years. And they burnt my toe off, my baby toe off, and I'm tired of them hitting me with weapons. And I'm a healthy person for my age. I'm not on any medicine. I take vitamin D because they're hitting me with a new weapon and that may be messing up my pallets or platelets or something the doctor was telling me. You know, so she gave me vitamin D. And I take a Tylenol if I need one, if the pain from the weapons get too bad. But I haven't had to take any of them because I'm not a pill person. You know, I'm not a pill. I'm a natural person. I'm enjoying nature right now. And as a retiree, I can do whatever I want to with my life. As long as it's not criminal, right? But thank you, Sharon, and I appreciate you documenting. Yeah, I'm gonna call, and I may have to, if they get worse, I may call y'all more than non-emergency because they already be plotting against me, Plano police. So, you know, I got a lot of evidence on them. So, of course, it's easier to kill me than pay me, okay? Or say you're sorry, you know? Think about it. Injustice. But anyway, here come another jet. You hear it?
Well, I'll have a good day then, Miss Jones.
You too. And don't work too hard.
All right.
While I'm chilling.
I won't.
Okay. Chilling and dodging weapons. Okay, okay,
right.
Thank you,
Have
Sharon. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
All morning. They gotta keep that sun covered up. Shit, they gotta keep them devil clouds. It rained this morning. Not bad. Let's see where that sun is up there, y'all. That's why they keep flying right across me. Get to the sun like they gotta fly right across me with all this freaking airspace out here. Norton probably ain't working today. He usually be off on Monday. Plus, he's getting ready to go on a 2-week or some vacation, he told me. But he said he gonna maybe have somebody come through and check on me, Officer Norton, while he gone. So, I told him, don't worry, I'll be able to handle him. I done handled their ass 7 years. Trust me. 33 and all. He's so funny. Officer Norton. Who retracted their message? Rufus? What a witch nut. Who's a witch nut? You, Rufus? Will you please stop coming on my stuff? God handle anybody that's coming on my live talking shit. Okay? Because, they try to take things lightly, and this is nothing to take lightly about. And who's fucking with my channel activity? You're the fucking witch. And I'm gonna report you because I'm tired of you coming on my shit. I'm not doing a hate speech. I am I don't need all these alphabet people coming on my live talking shit when I'm in spiritual warfare with they fucking hoes, aiming fucking weapons at a retired senior citizen, disabled vet. So fuck you, America, and go to hell. I will not share anything else with you people. From now on, it's just gonna be God's gonna handle your bitch ass. Trust me on that. Because he's sick of your ass. And I'm sick of your ass. And I'm sick of your fucking Klansmen who think they're going to get away with the shit that they're doing. But die, bitch. Because one thing, my tongue is way more powerful than a fucking witch tongue. Or black magic bitch. Send your best fucking witch, Rufus. And go to hell. Where your ass going? Coming on my live doing shit. I told you YouTube are my moderators. So stop coming on my live. Talking shit, fucking redneck bitches. What you better do, hey Henry, and Kim, what you better do is get in alignment with God before he wipe your little monkey ass off this earth. That's what you better do. Quit thanking your ass God, letting your brightness and your beauty think you God. Ezekiel 28, you better read it. Because he's talking about your ass. Wanna be white folks. And I will not get in trouble with God calling you people white. Told me, don't do that. Ain't nobody born pure. One person, his son. One person. Born pure, but a black man. And without sin. One person. Clothed in white. But born a black man. Melanated man. It is written. And this is what God is angry with you people about. You choose to follow what you want to choose to follow. What your lying ass ancestors told you. When it's clearly defined in the Bible, the image. Y'all think God planned when he say worship no other image? We'll see. I'm speaking death to anybody fucking with me. Die, bitch. Because I'm tired of it. 33 years is enough. Die, bitch. Including this bitch coming above me. You can send your fucking 1,000,000 motherfuckers, Bush. Send 1,000,000 motherfuckers, bitch. This little old colored gal already been whooping your army's ass. To the point where you gotta aim weapons. Coward ass bitch gotta aim weapons at a woman. At a veteran. That's why I don't give a shit about you American people, because you don't give a shit about your veterans. So fuck off and go to hell. DOZ out. Thank you for joining. Thanks for the thumbs up.